Mga kahigalaan sa kahanginan karong adlaw, Lunes, og wala ta kaayo kakulian og nagtukma kita sa ato gi schedule nga every Monday. So mga kaigsonan, salamat sa Ginoo. Daygon ta ang presensya sa Ginoo matag adlaw, matag kanunay, matag oras nga iya kita giampingan og iya kita gi guidean og iya kita gi proteksyonan. Nga karong adlaw Lunes, nag-abot na pod ang atong higayon sa pagkita diri sa atong pinaka-importante nga oras diin gigahin kani sa Ginoo alang kanato. Sa ako nagisulti kining ako pag-alagad sa kahanginan sa pagbantala sa tinuod nga mensahe sa Biblia ug ang tinuod nga interpretasyon sa tinuod nga punto o tinuod nga light nga niya sa Biblia, ang tinuod nga mensahe nga niya sa Biblia nga ato i-interpret sa direksyon nga langit nun. Og pasalamat kita nga kini nga panahon, kini nga schedule, kini nga gigahin sa Ginoo alang kanato. Wala gyud masipyat sa matag semana ni kita naga hisgot mitungod sa light sa kaluwasan, mitungod sa tinuod nga mensahe nga niya sa Biblia. Kay ang Biblia dili ni siya yagaan. Ang Biblia dili ni siya himuon lang nga amusement time nga kung may panahon ta basa, kung dili wala panahon dili na dumdumon ang Biblia, dili na mao ang usa ka Kristiyano. Kung ila ka nga si Ginoong Hesus imo gialagad, tagaan mo gyugahin ang pag-concentrate sa pagtuon sa pulong nga tinuod nga pag-interpretar kung unsa ang requirements, unsa ang gusto sa Ginoo, unsa ang punto nga ginasulti sa Ginoo nga imo bantayan og imo ikinabuhi og imo isilsil sa imong alimpatakan og i-share nimo sa tanan nga imong higala, imong member sa panimalay, imong igsoon sa kay Kristo, bisan pa sa kahanginan, imo i-share ang tinuod nga requirements sa taas, requirements sa kaluwasan, requirements sa spiritual life, spiritual level of life. Muna sang gitawag nga physical, mental, social, and above all, spiritual aspect of life. So mga kaigsonan, ni kita usab nga ato kani ipadayon ang pag-interpret sa tinuod nga pulong sa Ginoo, unsay iyay gusto, unsay iyay naa ipasabot para sa mga makasasala, aron nga maintindihan sa mga makasasala kung gusto sila nga makig-uban sa Ginoo. Kay ang plano sa kaluwasan dili ni siya dawat limpyo, dili pud ni siya pinugos. Nag-anhi si Jesus the same situation. He has freedom of choice given to human being. Si Adan ug si Eva, sa wala pa sila nakasala, perfect sila og ilagi panapot ang righteousness of the law. Apan tungod sa power of choice, that is the only power that God relied to the human race. He give us power of choice. Og dili ta robot nga tuison sa Ginoo unsa atong choice, because we are the only created being that has finite mind. Ang finite mind maka desisyon, ang finite mind maka-evaluate, assessment. Ang finite mind may instinct. What is right and what is wrong and what is good for the present and also for the future of the finite mind. Direction. So mo nang Ginoo wala tagi himo nga robot nga kung unsay gusto ya tuition niya ta nga dili ta ka choose sa atong gusto. We have the power to choose or to choose. We have the power of choice to choose what we want, but the Lord only reminding us and always reminding us that we should recognize His what? Will. We should recognize His sacrifices. We should recognize His propitiation or favor. We should recognize His plan, this so-called plan of salvation in the manifold wisdom of God. And the Lord wants us always to remember that the sinner was pronounced already in the Garden of Eden that once you will eat, you will surely die. And we are all, everybody, all of us, determined to die. And that direction after man falls to sin, everybody became sinners. And that direction, no doubt of going to the lake of fire because of the wages of sin is death into the lake of fire. But because the Lord recognized His express image, and we are the express image of God, so the Lord wants to rescue the express image. He wants to redeem so that the express image that we should be saved from the death sentence of the law, which is damnation into the lake of fire. So the Lord gave us this plan of salvation in order to redeem us from the destruction because of our being transgressor. We have the power to choose, and our first parents, they chose to be transgressor of the law. So the righteousness of the law was taken away from them, and all their generation, including us, all of us, people of this world, in different languages, different races, but it doesn't matter. We are all sinners, and we are subject to die for eternal destruction. But the Lord saved us on that direction through giving us the plan of salvation's light, the plan of salvation wisdom, the plan of salvation grace, and this grace known as dispensation. There is term as dispensation of grace. There is term known as manifold wisdom of God. There is term known as workmanship of Christ. There is term, very important, the mystery of Christ in His manifold wisdom. Who is He? In all the direction of the light of the plan of salvation and the total clear explanation from Genesis 3:15, the revelation of the plan of salvation, until He came 4 BC, He expressed all the messages, all the light from His own mouth. But the people did not take good care about those light. The people did not mind what Jesus Christ did and what Jesus Christ said to them or say to them. Jesus Christ pronounced everything through his messages from Matthew, Mark, Luke to John about the light of the plan of salvation, but nobody understood. That's why Jesus said, when I come again, can I see faith in this earth? Because plan of salvation's light channel to faith. And faith is part of Christ's mystery. In the mystery of Christ, hidden agenda. And that hidden agenda known as the plan of salvation. It was a hidden thing before man falls to sin. And then Christ revealed it when Adam and Eve was already totally into destruction direction. So he revealed the plan of salvation just to redeem the fallen race. But on condition, because salvation is not dawat limpyo. Salvation is not free. Christ is a free gift to give us propitiation or favor on condition. But salvation is not free. Only Jesus is a free on condition. He is free to save us on condition. That is the term. That is the light. And that is the proper thinking in order to interpret the whole Bible, which is the plan of salvation. Jesus is a free gift to save the human race, but on condition. Salvation is not free. There is no dawat limpyo in salvation. It's not free. It is based on the principle, but in a certain condition. If you will accept the condition, then you have to do something in order to comfort the bloodshedding of Jesus in the cross. The human race, one of the responsible person to fulfill the mission of Christ in the plan of salvation. Christ fulfilled it. The first responsible person. And the second responsible person, we the sinner, we have also responsibility to fulfill our direction, our responsibility. We are responsible of our own salvation, of our own acceptance to do. And that is action. So, plan of salvation is an action plan, both to the Godhead, member of the Godhead, and also to the sinners, all sinners likewise. We have the responsibility to do because the member of the Godhead, they finish their responsibility. That's why Jesus was worried when he is now in heaven. When he went up to heaven after he was crucified and resurrected and went up to heaven, Jesus was worried about his mission for the sick or for the human race favor, because his blood shedding is not the salvation yet. That's why when he went up to heaven, he was worried because he noticed and he knew pretty well that no one will be saved. Although his body and blood was already remitted when he was there hanging at the cross, all his fullness because of the blood drained out from his body, the sin was remitted. The sin of all sinner was remitted because of the blood shedding in the cross. But that is not salvation yet. So, Christ was worried. That's why he said, when I come again, can I say salvation or faith in this earth? Salvation means faith because faith is a channel of salvation's direction. So Jesus said, when I come again, that is in the book of John, when I come again, can I see faith in this earth? John 18, chapter 18. You read that. You look for that verse, John chapter 18. I will lead to you the verse. I know the verse, but I want you to have a heartily concern in your heart to seek that verse. John 18, verse. I'll give you the chance to look for it. Jesus said, when I come again, can I see faith in this earth? Because his crucifixion, his blood shedding is not the salvation yet. Salvation is not free because of the blood of Jesus. The light expounded by Paul says all about that we, people of this earth, sinners of this earth, are also responsible to do our direction, to fulfill our responsibility about our favor in order to be saved. Christ won't bring you to heaven if you do not know what is your responsibility, what you are going to do in order to be saved. That's why Jesus said, I am the vine, and my Father is the root of the vine. And whoever abiding in me, also loved by my Father. And whoever loved me, the Father also loved through obedience of the law. Did you remember my text in John 15? John 14, John 15. Jesus said, if you love me like my Father, I love him too. Then, through me, my Father will love you too. And I can introduce to you to my Father that I have also vine that bear fruit. Kanang fruit nga giingon ni Jesus diha, dili na sa fruit nga nang wali ka ug nang daog kag kalag, bugo ka. Ang fruit nga ginamin ni Jesus diha sa vine, kung ga-abide ka niya, ga-flow ang substance from the root nga maong yang Father paingon sa imo. Pag nakaintindi ka na sa light nga gina-explain ni Jesus, mao na siya ang ga-flow nga root nga nahimong fruit sa imong kinabuhi. You change everything about your perception and devilish concept. Remove all these things, then understand the light of the plan of salvation, and you are become the fruit of the vine. Muna ginamin ni Jesus. Dili na sa fruit nga nang wali ka, nahimo kang nang daog kalag, fruitful ka. Bogo. That is not the way how to understand the Bible. After you understood the light of the plan of salvation, so you are the fruit of the vine. And Jesus is the vine abiding you. Like him, a vine with the root from his Father. And all of us, like Jesus, as a vine. And then when we understood everything about the light preached by Jesus, about the light of the plan of salvation, then we became the fruit of the vine. Your understanding of the light and your closeness to Jesus because you understood everything about His message, the light of the plan of salvation, then you are the fruit of the vine from Jesus. And the root is the Father. Mao nang pagsabot sa Biblia nga wala maintindihi aning mga balo-balo nga mga elder sa church, balo-balo nga mga pastor sa church nga bugo pa. Bugo pa nga daan, gi-accept pa nila ang teaching ni Satanas na samot nga bugo, samot nga counterfeit ni Satanas. Kaya kung dili siya bugo, kasabot unta siya sa light sa plano sa kaluwasan. Gabasa sa Biblia, pero murag lang gabasag buang. Muna ingon ni Paul, these people are foolish and they are person of no importance and they are deceiving the whole world because they are ignorance of the plan of salvation's light. All preacher throughout the whole world, there is no light in them because they did not interpret through and correct interpretation the write-up of Paul about the direction of the plan of salvation's light. They cannot do that. Muna ngang Biblia, dili ni siya yaga. Ang Biblia, kung imo maintindihan, mauning Diyos sa atong kinabuhi ang Biblia. Kay pulong ni sa Ginoo nga kung ato masabtan, ang Ginoo mo istar sa atong kasing-kasing. Kapila ko na nabasahon. Hebrew 8:10. Ang covenant nga gisulti dito sa Hebrew nga ang daan na bag-o na, dili na daan og bag-o nga katipan. Ang daan gi-change na, gibag-o na. Meaning, gibag-o ang dispensation of grace. Ang plano sa kaluwasan mong nagpabag-o sa system. Kaysa daan pa ang pagpasensya sa sala, maghalad ka sa mananap, o ang imong halad, imo butang dito sa sanctuary. The holy place is there. Inside the holy place, the burnt offering place. The table of the burnt offering. Og mao nang proseso, may sanctuary, may tabernacle. Pag abot ni Jesus, nawala ng tabernacle, kay katutanan ang tabernacle, ang tanan nga proceeding, ang tanan nga proseso, ang tanan nga furniture nito symbolizes of the law having the shadow of the things to come. Hebrew 10:1. For the law having the shadow. Who is that shadow? Kanang inyong gahi kayong alimpatakan nga di kasabot sa punto sa Biblia pag analyze o pag-assist. Mao nang gilitag ni Satanas nga ikaw nga preacher, ikaw nga nagapapretend nga Kristiyano, balo nga sama sa iskriba o parisiyo, great pretender. Hiruhan ni Satanas ng imong utok. Gibali ni Satanas ang imong utok. Muna di ka kasabot sa Biblia. Pag ingon dira sa Hebrew 10:1, for the law is the shadow of the things to come. Katong balaod sa sulod sa most holy place nga gibutang sa Ark of the Testimony, inside the Ark of the Testimony is the 10 Commandments. Mao nang law nga si Jesus. For the law, having the shadow of the good things to come. Example, paminaw. Hoy mga preacher sa tibok kalibutan, paminaw. Ayaw pagpabugo-bugo. Paminaw. Pag ingon ni Jesus o ni Paul sa Hebrew 10:1, for the shadow of the things to come. For the law, having the shadow of the things to come. Because Christ is the law, the 10 Commandments inside the most holy place in the tabernacle representing the presence of Christ. He is the law. And that law which is Christ is the shadow of the things to come. Which is Christ to come. The shadow. Example, tagaan ta ka og
illustration kay bogo ka pa sa wala ka sabot. Yan yung mga preacher nga dili kasabot, bogo pa kay ambot na lang. Si Paul ang yang gimension ana foolish people, person of no importance, devilish. Paul mentioned that beware of the devil's worker, scoopers, unod nun, devil's worker. Kining mga pastor wala kasabot sa plano sa kalawasan, more than the devil's worker. Because they are right hand of Satan's ministry. They are right hand of Satan. Devil's worker. Because they do not know what is the light of the plan of salvation. For example, when Paul mentioned, for the law having the shadow of good things to come. Ikaw karon galakaw, sa kusog nga init, sa ilalom sa silak sa adlaw, gaabot nga, galandong ang imong full being as a human being. Kung unsa ka kataas, if you are tall man, ang imong height, o mubo, depende. Kung mubo ka, mubo po imong shadow. Kung taas ka, taas po ang imong shadow. During the full moon, kung naay bulan nga sanag kaayo, oras sa matagabi nga may full moon, if you get out from your home or from your house and stay outside, you will see your shadow from the light of the full moon. Karon mangutana ko nimo, kanang shadow nga nakita mo sa imong kaugalingon, kinsa man na shadow? Landong. Sa Bisaya pa, binisaya nga sinultihan. Ang imong landong, kinsa na landong? Nga naglandong gikan sa imong pagkatao kung unsa ka kataas, taas po imong landong. Kung mubo ka, mubo po imong landong. Or shadow. Kinsa man na? Landong ni Satanas? Landong sa imong bugo nga di kasabot sa Biblia? Kana nga landong na sa imong fullness of your structure as human flesh. So, you have the shadow. Who own that shadow? You! Imo na landong. Ikaw na. Landong na sa imong personalidad. Landong na sa imong pagkabugo. Landong na sa imong pagkawalay pulos nga Kristiyano nga sakop ni Satanas. Imo na landong nga walay buot. Gawali ka sa mayang balita. Taman lang sa tip of your tongue because of the pleasure of the world in the lust of the flesh in your heart. You are preaching out of the knowledge of the plan of salvation and you are comforted of yourself because of your lust of the heart in yourself to boast yourself in front of your congregation, pretending that you are a minister, you are a pastor. Actually, you are a minister of Satan. Because you do not know how to explain the Bible, true and correct interpretation of the write-up of Paul. Because Paul received the revelation from above. After Jesus went up to heaven, Jesus was worried how to save this stiff-necked and hard-headed people which Satan's counterfeit. So this time, the whole world succumbed by the devil and the whole people of this world are already properties of the devil's property because they do not know what is the light of the plan of salvation all about, pretending to be a Christian and their life copied by the scribes and the Pharisees. And the scribe of the Pharisees became a judgmental people because of their perception succumbed by the devil, counterfeit by the devil, and their mind always in the worldly direction. They are very, very proud of themselves and judge their fellow men as if they are a true Christian, but actually they are Satan's properties. All Christian throughout the whole world, without knowing about the light of the plan of salvation, they are all properties of the devil, and their lives copied in the lifestyle of the scribes and the Pharisees, who are great pretenders. And God or Christ said, when He comes, you read Matthew, Jesus said, I knew you not. Depart from me, doers of iniquity, because you are ignorance of the plan of salvation. You are ignorance of the light and the true interpretation in the light of the Bible's direction. And you are pretending yourself, claiming that you are a Christian, but actually you are Satan's property. And all preachers throughout the whole world, all preachers except this individual who study the plan of salvation's light, all preachers who are ignorance of the light of the plan of salvation all throughout the world, they are all Satan's right hand and Satan's ministry. Right hand of Satan's ministry. They are preaching. Wali-wali sila sa sulod sa ilang simbahan. Tanan nga iglesia sa tibuok kalibutan. 50,000 churches throughout the whole world. Every time magsulod ilang mga pastor sa ilang mga simbahan daw. And they do not know what is the real meaning of a church. Church means people of God. How could you recognize yourselves? How could you show to the world that you are a people of God or you are a church when you do not know what is the light of Christ's church? Even faith, you do not know what is the real direction and definition of faith. Daghan ang singgit-singgit sa Tagalog magpa-believe. Faith means pananampalataya. Wrong! That is Satan's terminology. That pananampalataya is injected by Satan's in your mind. You read the Bible. If that is the direction of faith, you do not know what is pananampalataya, the more you do not know what is faith. Pananampalataya, meaning you are showing that you are godly. That's all. Because you do not know what is the plan of salvation all about. Pabilib ka lang nga, Diyos nun ka. Mao ni akong pananampalataya. That is Satan's direction. Using that word pananampalataya, that is not in the Bible. Faith means something to do. It's an action. Your responsibility in the action plan of God, which is the plan of salvation. And faith means your responsibility to do. What is that faith all about? You read Romans 1:5. Faith means obedience of all nation to His name, which is the law. Christ is the law to be obeyed perfectly, so that the righteousness of the law shall be imputed back to you or declared back to you as sinner. That is the requirements of faith. That is a channel of a plan of salvation. And you do not know what is faith all about. So the Bible is not yaga-yaga. Ang uban, gamiton lang ang Bible
aron magdebate og maghimog kataw-anan yaga-yaga sa tibuok nga congregation, sa tibuok nga mga katawhan yaga-yagaan kay nagdebate sa Bible. That is Satan's strategy. Satan's maintain that kind of attitude of all people in this world, of all religion in this world, of all claiming that they are true religion, but indulging in what? Debate. You read chapter 1 of Romans. Debate is an act of criminal act. If you are indulged in debate, you are like criminal, and there is no different. If the criminal kills and the criminal acted criminal act, then when you join debate, you are also like criminal according to the teaching of Paul. Yagaan ang Biblia. Look at the situation of Los Angeles, California today. What happened to that country? California, known as plenty of atheist people, because of their pride, because of their self-exaltation. They believe that they are somebody without God, and they don't believe the supernatural power. That's why there are groups in California, Los Angeles, they are atheists, and they don't believe creator. They don't believe somebody above, a supernatural power. They don't believe that. So when they have their own conference, they join together, all of them who are atheists, and then they blaspheme the name of the Lord. One of their speaker, a certain lady, he mentioned that God is useless because Christian has a God and their God has no mansion. Look at that. That's a big blasphemy. Blasphemous against the power of the Lord, against the Creator. Because this kind of people, they are all millionaires. They worship to their own riches. Their God is their gold and money. That is their God. So Paul said, the love of money is the root of idol worship. Meaning, you are worshiping devil, and there is no God in your life. There is no spiritual direction in your life except the spirit of the devil, because your father is the devil, the liar. And so when that woman mentioned that words or uttered that word, says, the Christian God has no mansion. That's why he said, ingon niya, gikopya ko diring ingon niya, Creator of universe, zero mansion. No surprise in this godly town. Look at that. No surprise in this godly town. Godless town, I mean. No surprise in this godless town. Meaning, dito sa Los Angeles, naa ditoy usa ka town nga gitawag nila center, the center of heart, the heart of the Golden State, center of the Golden State, meaning mga millionaire. Tanan dira kapuyo mga millionaire, but they don't believe God. So they mention that Creator of the universe, who has
who is the God of the Christian people, but zero mansion. Wala kuno mansion ang ilang God, because they are proud, boasting themselves that they are millionaire of their own mansion. So after that woman uttered a word, he blasphemed God. Suddenly, lo and behold, wildfire came down and burned all their mansion all over that heart of the Golden State in Los Angeles, California. All their mansion all throughout in the very big state of that Golden State, the whole area was burned. And all mansion were burned into the lake of fire and consumed by fire, wildfire. And there is only one building that was not burned, is a church. And there is a name in front of the church. They read the name. The name of the church is Seventh-day Adventist Church. And there was a Bible found in one of the houses. One of the houses was being burned. And the Bible was there. Only the cover was being covered by the smoke of fire. But when they opened the Bible is still very clean and still clear to be read. Ang Bible klaro nga mabasa pa, nga wala gid masunog ang sasulod sa Bible. Kaya ang Bible dili mayaga-yagaan. Ang Bible dili na siya himuon nga amusement time, basa-basa sa Bible ug magginaga-yaga sa debate. Ug ang Ginoo dili gusto nga imo yaga-yagaan. That's why the third commandment out of the 10 commandments says, don't mention the name of the Lord in vain. Do not blaspheme the name of the Lord. And that moment, the Lord proved that they don't like sinners who do not recognize Him. They don't like atheists who are succumbed by the devil. And the Lord proved to the town of that Los Angeles, including in the presence of Satan. And today, everybody involved there in the said place, California, Los Angeles. All people in Los Angeles today, they sober on what they are doing. They really regretted, and finally, they recognize that there is God in heaven. Look at that. What a foolish group. What a foolish people. Because of Satan's counterfeit. Finally, the Lord proved to them that Satan will not become victorious. When he comes, all those people who have that kind of attitude will be consumed into the lake of fire together with Satan, because the word of the Lord stood fast forever. Nobody can escape in the judgment of the Lord. And Paul said in his write-up, anybody who despises the light of the plan of salvation, especially the 10 commandments, whoever despises the 10 commandments died without mercy, and the judgment of the Lord has no mercy. Remember that the case of Noah, when the Lord said, I will erase all the creeping creatures of this earth. And lo and behold, when the flood came up, nobody saved. Everything was out except Noah and his family members. And 8 of them only saved. And Jesus said before the flood, Noah, prepare the ark because I will leave to you the covenant. And that covenant is the 10 commandments that Noah preserved and protected and followed and obeyed until Noah's life got by the Lord. He was a faithful man of God. The name Noah. Remember, today is a wake-up call to all nations who are hard-headed and stiff-necked. If that people of many religions today, 50,000 religions throughout the whole world, if they will not change their perception and mind and discover the truth, especially in the write-up of Paul about the light of the plan of salvation, that's a warning. Nobody will be taken up during rapture time to go with Christ except those individuals who studied hard and dig up the deep things about the light of the plan of salvation. What is it all about? All people are ignorant of the plan of salvation's light. But if they will not change their mindset, their concept and perception to look for and dig up and study hard what is that light all about. In the write-up of Paul from Romans down to Hebrew, there are 14 books that Paul wrote. If they do not know how to interpret the Bible, through and correct interpretation based to hermeneutic teaching, then the Lord will be sorry to all. Because the Lord has a timeline. The Lord has a time frame. Look at Sodom and Gomorrah. When he gave a warning through Abraham that Sodom and Gomorrah will change their practices, will change their perception and concept about their spiritual aspect of life. But they don't care. They don't mind when Abraham said, faith should be practiced in your lives. And the Lord said, if you want to be saved, keep the commandments perfectly. If you want to go to heaven, your lacking is to keep the commandment perfectly. And today, all people throughout the whole world didn't care about it. Although they read that in the book of John, they read that in the book of Matthew, they read that in the write-up of Paul from Romans down to Hebrew. Paul always mentioned, keep the commandments without spot and unbreakable. And work out your salvation with fear and trembling. Fear means obedience to the law. And that is the whole duty of man. And the conclusion of the whole matter, fear God and keep His commandment. For this is the whole duty of man in order to be saved. Revelation 22:14. Faithfulness of keeping the law perfectly is your passport to enter into the gate of the city. And you do not know that. Even faith, you do not know what is the meaning of faith. Even grace, you do not know what is grace all about. Who is grace all about? What is the dispensation of grace all about? And that is the mistake of the whole world today. Because Satan succumbed the whole world. And Satan put blackening and deceived the whole world. And he made all the people blind in the light of the plan of salvation. Blindness in all the mind of the Christian pretending to be a Christian, but their mind is blind. What is the light in the plan of salvation? They are succumbed by the devil and counterfeit by the devil. And the devil is the hero in their mind. And the devil was so happy, shouting behind the back. The devil is laughing behind the back of this preacher throughout the whole world because of thousands of religion pretending that they are preacher of God, they are workers of God, they are man of God, but actually they are preacher of Satan, man of Satan, and because of Satan's counterfeit, they became the right hand of Satan's ministry, preaching throughout the whole world in the deceiving direction because there is no light in their words. Dios Bible, Dios the name of the Lord, Dios so many learning points of their own principle because of the doctrine of men and the teaching of the flesh because of the lust of the flesh in their heart to comport their direction to the direction of the world and became comforted of worldly pleasure. That is the direction of all people throughout the world today, especially this religion, having million of followers, but actually their father is the devil, the liar, because their preaching is lying the truth. Paul says, Romans chapter 1, verse 20 and 21, they changed the truth into lie and trodden underfoot the Son of God through disobeying the Ten Commandments, transgressing the Ten Commandments. When God said, thou shalt not have other God before me, that was the first commandment transgressed by Eve and Adam. Because Abe worshiped Satan and that was his second God. Today, the whole world worship the pleasure of the world. The whole people, the whole religion, the whole preacher worship the direction of the world, the pleasure of the world, and they worship the worldly thing, the worldly pleasure. Especially, they worship money because of corruption, because of violence act against the light of the plan of salvation and comported themselves because of the pleasure of the world. And this is now the picture of the whole world because of Satan strategy, because of Satan power, and all of them belong to the umbrella of Satan's power. Mga kaigsonan, ang panahon, dili na nato manigar ang panahon, wala na tay panahon sa pag langay-langay. O kining panahon, dili na manigar nga ikaw, tao ka sa Diyos. Ang tinuod lang, sakop ka na ni Satanas. Look at California. Not only atheists there were suffered, They were suffering sins because of their being stiff-necked and hard-headed. That's why the Lord gave them the wake-up call, giving them a chance to change their direction. So today, let us go to the right direction by reading this Bible and interpret this Bible through and correct interpretation. So let us continue in chapter 11 of Romans 3. I mean, Romans 11. In the book of Rome, chapter 11, because we have done already the chapter 10. Now, we are here in chapter 11. Last time, or last Monday, we have interpret already from verse 1 up to verse 7. Did you remember? Last time, we have expressed the interpretation already from verse 1 down to verse 7. So, this time we will continue verse 8 down. It depends upon, because we have also a limited time. So, let us start now in verse 8, because verse 7, from 1 to 7 is already explained by me last week. So, diri na ta sa verse 8. But before ang verse 8, mag-recap ta sa verse 7. Verse 7 lang. Ingon niya diri, ingon ni Paul. Abreno na ninyo ang inyong what? King James Version. Ayaw gid mo gamit anang mga lain-lain nga mga publisher ng Biblia, labi na kanang mga Visayans translation. That is not trusted anymore. That is very dangerous translation from different publisher. What is that? Mga Gideon publisher, mga Philippine publisher. What is that? Philippine Publishing House. So many publisher now. New English Version publisher. Dili na siya kasaligan. O dili na sa safe. Why? Kaya ang ila pag-translate gikan na silang unod non og ilang power of the brain translation of their own self-translation. Ang King James Version, safe ni siya kay wala ni translate sa concept sa human flesh. Devilish concept. That's why Paul said, beware of the devil's worker who translated this Bible of their own self, of their own flesh translation, from their own flesh. So, kining King James Version, gikan ni sa Greek to English, o translate ni nila ang word lang, word for word lang. Walay concept or perception or mindset nila nga pahamtang sa ilang translation. Wala. Ang word lang ilagi translate from Greek to English. Mao ni siya ang King James Version. So wala mausab ang thought nga iya sa Ginoo. Ang kanang bag-o karon nga mga publisher, giusab nila ang thought. Gihimo nila nga worldly direction. Ang thought sa Bible giusab sa ilang mind, finite mind of the human flesh. Gitudloan nilang Ginoo. Mas bright pa sila sa Ginoo kay giusab nila ang knowledge sa Ginoo. Ingon sa Bible, my wisdom is not your wisdom. Ingon sa Ginoo. My knowledge is not your knowledge. Ang wisdom sa Ginoo, dili ato wisdom. Ayaw ta tudluan ang Ginoo. Munang giusab nila, ilagi himo nga yaga-yaga ang Biblia. So, anhina ta sa verse 8, verse 7. Ingon niya dire, recap ta. What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for? Muna si Paul magsulti. Ginahatagan niya ta og light o ginhatagan niya ta interpretasyon nga ma-open ang atong horizon sa pagsabot sa tinuod nga wisdom from above. Muna nangutana si Paul kay ang ginasaysay din ni Paul ang tao sa Ginoo, including us, because of the righteousness by faith. Kita nga Gentiles equal na ta sa mga Israel in blood, nga chosen people. So munang gina-explain ni Paul dire sa chapter 11. Sa verse 7 ingon niya, what then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded. Ang mga Israel ba? Wala sila naka-obtain sa ilang gipangita? Actually, naay mga Israel nga nagaduda na nga si Kristo Misaya. Amo nang gapangita sila kamatuoran asa nila makitaan ang tinuod. Mo gani ang mga Israel ginadiscover nila ang mga remain dito sa templo sa Jerusalem. Ila ginakutkot ang mga na-remain sa templo kay naguba naman ang templo. Pero naay mga remain pa nga mga part sa building o part sa mga rooms o part sa mga sa sanctuary sa mao nga sa worship, mga lectern nila, mga platform nila, napay part nga nangabilin, so ginakaykay sa mga Israel. Katong mga panatiko nga mga Israel because they believe they are the people of God. So ginakutkot nila kay ila ginadiscover ang truth behind the Word of God. So this time, ingon ni Paul, what then Israel hath not obtained that which seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it. Unsa man ang eleksyon? Hath obtained it. Kining mga Israelites, kung maminaw sila sa write-up ni Paul, basahon na nila ang Bible. Kaya ang Bible sa Israel gitawag Judaism. The Judaism Bible is only from Genesis to Malachi. That is Old Testament nga gina-mention sa mga Christian na ay Old Testament from Genesis to Malachi. Mao nang Bible sa Judaism. Wala sila kasabot unsay life of Jesus, what is Jesus all about, because they don't have that New Testament. Gitawag nila nga Matthew up to Revelation. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts, dayon right up na ni Paul. Kay kanang right up ni Paul, revelation na nga rebel sa Ginoo, nga gitawag si Paul aron isay-isay ang plano sa kaluwasan. Kay wala na naintindihi sa niapas Jesus sa yuta. Wala sila kaintindi sa mga pulong ni Jesus, sa mga messages ni Jesus, sa mga counseling ni Jesus, nga mao na to ang light sa plano sa kaluwasan, nga deep sa pag-understand, nga ang mga balo-balo nga mga eskribag parisyo og mga Christian nga gapabilib nga Christian, they don't understood everything about the light of the plan of salvation from the mouth of Jesus. So nakita ni Jesus, nag-ingon sa kung magbalik ako sa yuta, makakita ba ako pagtuo? Kaya ang pagtuo dira na channel ang plano sa kaluwasan. So gihatag niya kay Paul. Pag abot niya sa langit, gikilatan niya si Paul on the way to Damascus. Gitawag niya si Paul o giingnan niya si Paul, I will make you an apostles. One of the apostles. And I will reveal the plan of salvation to you. And you explain this, and you write this, and you preach this. Muna si Paul sa wala pa sa namatay, gitawag sa nga walking preacher. Pagkapatay na niya, ang iyatanan nga mga sinulat, gibookbound, mauning from Romans down to Hebrew. Mauning plano sa kaluwasan, nga gihatag kay Paul, nga gisaysay ni Paul, nga wala maintindihan ng mga counterfeit ni Satanas, mga right hand of Satan's ministry nga mga pastor sa tibuok kalibutan, 50,000 religion and thousands of ministers who do not know how to interpret this writing of Paul. They cannot understand the writing of Paul. That's why giingnan nila si Paul nga controversial and contradict. Pag ingon ni Paul, we are no longer under the law but under grace. Ang ila pagsabot, ang balaod, wala na. Ni anang grasya. Kaya ang grasya nagluwas naton. Ang grasya nagluwas na sa ato. Gagong nga walay buot nga magwawali. Hindi kasabot sa write up ni Paul. Ang grasya kuno, naluwas na ta sa grasya, so dawat limpyo ang kaluwasan. Kita mo na kabogo ang klaseng magwawali sa tibok kalibutan. All preacher throughout the whole world. They are Satan's counterfeit and they do not know how to interpret the Bible because their mind is already ironed by the devil and they cannot understand the Bible. We are no longer under the law but under grace. Mo nang sulti ni Paul. Wala ni lagi so good ang detailed nga explanation ni Paul about grace. Because grace channel to faith, and faith means obedience of the law, obedience of the law, obedience of the law, which is Christ. The law is in the personality of Christ. And Christ shouted, if you want to be saved, keep the commandments. If you love me, keep the commandments. This is the love of God. First John 5:3, keep the commandments. And that is the only message that Christ wants us to understood. I mean to understand. And nobody understood. And many of them counterfeit by the devil and they forget the law. All preachers throughout the whole world, they forgot the law. Especially kaning mga bagong pastor sa Adventista, SDA minister. Today, they shouted that the law cannot be saved because the law has no arm. The law is only good for what is right and what is wrong. Look at that. What a foolish preacher of the SDA. Bogo, pasta ng bogo. Ang otok, murag tae. Mayo pang tae, kay mahimo pang fertilizer. Puro ka ng utok, anang pastor nga gasinggit, nga ang balaod dili makaluwas. Kaya ang balaod mayo lang sa what is right and what is wrong. Mao na sang palansa ni Satanas ang iyang utok og nahimong tae, og nahimong lapok. Kana nga klase sa pastor. Remember, watch out. The write-up of Paul is there. Paul said, you have the surer punishment. Yagaan mo ang Bible, you have the surer punishment. Someday soon, when Christ comes, you will have that surer punishment as your reward. That is more than a reward to Satan. Satan is bound to the lake of fire. And you who shouted that the law cannot be saved, you have the surer punishment more than Satan's punishment. Remember that. Watch out. You will have that punishment someday. Okay. Ingon niya dire sa 7, basahon ta usab. What then Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded. So katong mga Israel karon nga nag-anam-anam na open ang ilang horizon, mo nang gitawag ni Paul nga eleksyon. Ingon ni Paul, seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it. Meaning sa election, they are seeking or they are looking all about it. They chose to open their mind and study about that light. Muna ingon ni Paul, election, obtain it. Election mean choose. Gi-elect ginila, gi-choose ginila nga pangitaon ang light. Muna karon ng mga Israel na anay mga Christian secretly in the place of Israel. They believe already about Christ. Na anay mga Christian Israelites. Okay? Ingon niya sa verse 9 na ta. Ay no, verse 8 na ta. According as it is written. Verse 8. According as it is written. God hath given them the spirit of slumber. Okay? Ingon ni Paul, sumala sa gisulat. God, ingon niya, God hath given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see. What is slumber? Ingon niya, eyes that they should not see. Slumber meaning to sleep. Walang gitagaan sila sa Ginoo. Gitagaan sila sa Ginoo. Kaning espiritu sa pagka blinded, I mean, pagkabuta. Sama lang sa nagakatulog nga di kakita. Okay? Ngano man, muna ingon niya sa 9. And a stumbling block. Padayon ta. Ingon niya. Ingon niya. 8. Ingon niya. Eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear, unto this day. Look at Israelites. Mga Israel man ang ginapatuhuyan ni Paul. Ang katauhan sa Diyos, chosen people. Gitagaan sila sa Ginoo og circumstansya nga mura sila mga buta nga dili kakita. Og ang dalonggan nila murag bungol nga dili kadungog. Unsa pa? Until this day niya, unto this day. Mga buta sila og mga bungol. Look at Israelites. People. Katong pagbomba sa Gaza. Nanggawas ang mga tanan nga tao sa Israel. Naay mga Christian dito. Mga preacher. Kunuhay. Mga Protestant ministers. Tanan nga ministers nga Christian nga naa sa Israel that time. They were there. Pagkakita nila sa mga sundalo nga naga pakigbisog against sa mga taga-Gaza, giingnan nila ang mga sundalo nga, pray to Christ. Christ will help you to save this country. Unsa ingon sa mga sundalo, labi na mga babae nga mga soldiers, ilagi taboy ang mga Christian. Ilagi labay-labay og bato. Giingnan nila nga, away, get away, 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 devil, 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 get away. Ang mga Christian nga kasinggit nga, pray to Jesus, let Jesus help you. Gisinggitan nila nga mga, devil, get away, get away. Palayaw mo, mga satanas. That is their perception of Israelites people when they heard the word Jesus. Because they don't believe Jesus as the Messiah. Muna sa mga kaigsunan, ingon ni Paul dire sa verse 8, according it is written, nasulat na, God hath given them the spirit of slumber, pagka buta. Slumber means they could not see. Unsa pa? Eyes that they should not see. Yes, gi-interpret dayon ni Paul. Unsa pa? And ears that they should not hear. Mao na ang meaning sa slumber. Di kakita, ug di kadungog. Unto this day. Mayo na lang ako nadunggan nga nanay Israel nga naga open their mind to study about Christ. Mayo na lang. Okay. Verse 9, ingon ta. Ato basahon, ingon niya. And David said, og si David nag-ingon with TH set. Pero islanta wala unta ang TH, islantag de. Ato basahon. And David said, okay? Let their table be made a snare. Tanawa? Muna ingon ako nga ang tibuok nga mga preacher sa tibuok kalibutan nga wala gatoon sa write-up ni Paul na himong snare of the devil. All preachers throughout the whole world are devil's snare because They do not know what is the light of the plan of salvation, what is the wisdom of the plan of salvation, what is the true correct interpretation pointing to the higher form, this write-up of Paul. They do not know this. That's why David said, let their table be made a snare. Kining mga Israelites, kining mga tao nga, mga eskriba o parisiyo ning mga Gentiles, kining mga 50,000 religion throughout the whole world. The whole world. Mga snare sila ni Satanas, ingon ni David. Dayon ta, an a trap, an a stumbling block. Dili lang snare, trap pagid sila sa kamatuoran. Kay dili nakasabot ang katawhan sa ilang giwalihan, wala gyud may naka-intindi sa plano sa kalawasan, puro lang yaga-yaga, puro lang balo-balo, puro lang pabilib sa kalibutan nga pleasure of the world, pabilib sa mga tao nga kuno gihigugma sila sa Ginoo, gitagaan kuno sila grasya ni Satanas nga maong pleasure of the world, tungod sa ang uban na milyonaryo na bilyonaryo tungod of Satan's grace. Ang Ginoo wala gawali about sa mahimo kang dato. Ang gusto niya sa Ginoo, mahimo kang dato sa langit nga kadatuan, dili kanang iyas kalibutan. So mga preacher karon mo na ilang singgit. Sige, hatag mo sa inyong ikapulo, hatag mo sa inyong offerings. Kaya ang Ginoo, magpanalangin ninyong abundant kandag grasya nga wala na mo panudlan. Kita mo na kagago? Mao ba ng mensahe sa Ginoo? Mo nang ilang gi. Kuan base na ang malakay nga open your heart and give, and the Lord will pour out blessings that there is no room for you to receive it. Mo nang punto nila dira sa Malakay 2:10. Nga kung maghatag ka kunog tithes and offering, buuan ka sa Ginoo nga wala na kay sudlan sa imong panalangin. Kaya ang punto nila sa grasya, kalibutanong butang og worldly things, munang punto nila sa grasya. Ang ingon sa Ginoo, if you open your mind and offer to the Lord, kanang imong offering and tithes, your heart to be offered unto the Lord. Open your perception and mind and accept the light of the plan of salvation and offered your heart to the Lord. Your faith should be rooted by heart and dedicated completely, keeping the commandments perfectly. Mo nang punto ana sa Malakay 2:10, dili na siya worldly pleasure. Dili na siya buuan ka sa Ginoo nga tagaan ka sa tanan mong gusto nga kalibutanon butang. Dili na mao ang punto dira, spiritual matters na leading for to be interpreted pointing to the higher form, connection to heaven. Dili na saya kalibutanon nga connection. Ang gago ng mga magwawaling wala kasabot, ilagi interpret sa worldly direction. Sige, hatag mog tithes, hatag mog offerings, kay ang grasya sa Ginoo, ibo-bo kaninyo nga wala na mo panudlan. Kita mo na kagago? Kung deceptive kaayo si Satanas, kining mga magwawaling nga walay buot nga mga gago, sobra pa kay Satanas pag-deceive sa kalibutan sa mga followers nila, sa mga hearers nila, gideceive nila. Muna si Satanas gabuhak-hak sa ilang likod. Kaya nahimo na sila nga right hand of Satan's ministry, so Satan is very happy. So ingon niya dire, ingon ni Paul sa 9, and David said, ingon niya, let their table be made a snare. Snare of the devil. Mo nang punto ni David. And a trap. Mo nang ginabuhat ni Satanas. Ginalipdan niya ang light. Aron dili maintindihan sa mga balo-balo nga magwali. Aron ang ilang wali. Trap. Trap to know the light of the truth. and still the devil is their father, the liar, until Jesus comes. Then everybody caught in the act that they belong to the umbrella of the devil's snare. And they were all properties of the devil. When Christ comes soon, all hold the world under the umbrella of the devil. Mo nang gusto ni Satanas, nakita na ni David. Ingon ni David, let their table be made a snare. Sakto na si David. Sikon, unsa ingon niya? And a trap of the devil sa pagtabon sa kamatuoran. Third, and a stumbling block. Please follow me. Read chapter 11 verse 9. Follow me. Everybody nga naga paminaw na ako, mga viewers ko karon. Sige, sundan niyo ang akong ginabasa. Let us read together. Verse 9, ingon niya. And David said, let their table be made a snare and a trap and stumbling block and a recompense unto them. What is recompense? Recompense unto them. Ingon ni David. Recompense means punishment. Recompense means punish. Ang imong madawat. Pero kung paminaw ka sa kamaturan, ang recompense may mo sa nga make up. Mabawi mo. Pero kung dili ka maminaw sa kamaturan o dili ka mag-change sa imong perception, recompense means punishment. So muna ingon ni David sa iyang conclusion sa last sentence, ingon niya, and a stumbling block. Unsa man ang stumbling block? Mahimo ka nga backslider. Stumbling block. Unsa man na siya? Mahimo ka nga trap o ang tao ka-influence ka nga yawan-on ang imong kinaiya mo ng stumbling block ka. Yawan-on na ka. Daghan ka ma-influence sa imong yawan-on, pagka-devilish, stumbling block. Okay? Ang last sentence niya, and a recompense unto them. Punishment sa ilatanan. Punishment. Okay? Verse 10. Ingon niya, let their eyes be darkened, that they may not see. Continuation na sa statement ni David. Ingon niya, let their eyes be darkened, and they may not see. And bow down their back away. Muna na siyang mga tao nga wala nagyud pulos. Wa nagyud kadudulman ang tanan sa ilang taliwala, spiritually wala na. Muna ingon ni David, ingon niya, and bow down their back away from the truth. Ang nagpangangalayoko na sila nga wala nagyud makita nga kamatuoran kanila. Okay, verse 11, ingon niya, I said then, have they stumbled that they should fall? Munang follow up sa right up ni Paul. Kining mga tao nga wala nagyud pulos, nagsigig-singgit sa ilang pulpito, nagsigi pasikat sa ilang mga congregation, sa ilang followers or hearers, nga sila tao sa Diyos, preacher kuno sila, giordinahan kuno sila, pastor kuno sila, pastor ni Satanas. Kay wala nagtudlo sa tinuod nga light sa plano sa kaluwasan. Ang ilang tinudloan, counterfeit ni Satanas. Gigamit ang Ginoo, gigamit ang Bible, pero walay direction sa light nga tinuod kung dili. Slight nga teaching ni Satanas nga giditor ang kamatuoran. Mao nang tinuod sa tibuok workers sa tibuok na religion, sa tibuok kalibutan, wala gyoy kamatuoran kay counterfeit ni Satanas.
11, ingon niya, I said then, have they stumbled that they should fall? Stumbled and fall. Pareho lang na. Nataga ka pa, na-stumbled ka pa. Yan ang nagbaliskad balintong ka ba? Gikan sa babaw pagtupa mo, nagbaliskad balintong ka. Ligid-ligid ka pa sa pangpang. Stumbled. So, ingon niya, stumbled that they should fall. God forbid. Si Paul is a good preacher. He is a good educator. Karon, iya na po gibakwe ni Paul ang kamatuoran nga ang mga tao nga sana gipili na sa Ginoo pero gi accept man si Satanas sama ni Eva og ni Adan instead nga naa na sila sa Ginoo gi-accept man ang direksyon ni Satanas. Mao ni karon ingon ni Paul, ingon niya sa 7, I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall? God forbid. Nanapod si Paul pasalig. Ingon niya, but rather through their fall salvation is come unto the Gentiles for to provoke them to jealousy. Tanawa, pasalamat ta kay Paul nga kining mga chosen people nga stumbling block, they became blind and deaf because they cannot hear. And what? David says, they became snare and trap of the devil. What? And stumbling block to the light of the plan of salvation. But Paul said in verse 11, have they stumbled that they should fall? God forbid. Ang Ginoo, may kaluoy pa, gihatag niya ang light sa mga Gentiles. Basahan niyo ang verse 11. Ingon niya, but rather through their fall, pinaagi sa ilang pagka-stumbling block, sa ilang pagka-hulog sa pagka-snare ni Satanas, trap ni Satanas. Ingon niya, God forbid, but rather through their fall, tungod sa ilang pagka-trap ni Satanas, is come unto the Gentiles, for salvation is come unto the Gentiles for to provoke them to jealousy. Ang Ginoo may kaluoy. Kining mga chosen people nga mga stiff-necked and hard-headed na himong stumbling block and trap to the light. Salvation is given to the Gentiles to provoke them to jealousy. Kita mo na ang statement ni Paul? Clear pa sa light sa siga sa adlaw nga sobrang inita. Paul right up is very clear to give us hope. We Gentiles and Israel equal in the sight of the Lord because of the righteousness by faith. So ingon diri ni Paul sa 11, salvation is come unto the Gentiles for to provoke them to jealousy. Kinsa man ang ginaprovoke niya sa jealousy? Ang mga chosen people, Israelites people. Okay, verse 12, ingon niya. Now if the fall of them be the riches of the world, and the diminishing of them the riches of the Gentiles, how much more their fullness? Kita mo na si Paul ka klaro maghatag og direction sa light of the plan of salvation. Verse 12, ingon niya, now if the fall of them be the riches of the world, unsabot pasabot, ang ilang pagka-stumbling block, ang pagka-trap, o wala na sila light tungod silang pagkabuta o pagkabungol na himong riches of the world. Why? Kaya ang ilang isimba ang kalibutan, pleasure of the world, and the love, worldly things, and riches of the world. Mo nang punto ni Paul. And then, ingon niya,
and the diminishing of them, the riches of the Gentile, how much more their fullness. Unsa man ang diminishing? Diminishing means to listen. Ang ilang pagka-stumbling block, ang ilang pagkahanahimong trap og bungol og buta. Riches of the world. Ang kalibutan mong ilang gisimba o ang ilang kalipay, ang kalibutan ng butang. Apan ingon ni Paul, ingon niya sa 12, and the diminishing of them, the riches of the Gentile. Ang ilang diminishing of them. Ang ilang pagka walay nada. Ang ilang pagka diminish, meaning listen. L-A-S-S-A-N. Hagmak sila sa light sa plan of salvation. Hagmak sila sa kamatuoran. Diminish. Flat sila, down sila sa kamatuoran. Pero sa Gentiles, ingon ni Paul, riches of the Gentile. Nga naman, Gentiles kita. Kay nalipay ang Ginoo nga naapay mga tao nga magdawat sa kamatuoran. Nga ang kamatuoran niya sa right up ni Paul. Kita nga mga Gentiles nga nagtuo sa right up ni Paul og na-open ang atong horizon sa pag-alinggat, sa pagtuon, deep and hard study about the right up of Paul. Muna sa ingon ni Paul, the diminishing of them is the riches of the Gentiles. How much more their fullness. Lalo na kanang ilang pagka gahi o pagkabuta sa kamatuoran. Riches of the Gentiles. Okay mga kaigsunan. Taman lang ta diri sa verse 12. Okay? Sunod nga Lunes, ipadayon ta ang verse 13 kay puwerte na gyud kanindot ang iyang interpretasyon. Ang iyang interpretasyon puwerte na gyud kanindot nga dili na gyud ka malimot sa kamatuoran ni ana gyud diri ang tinuod nga pag-explain ni Paul unsa kanindot ang kamatuoran og ang pabor nga gihatag sa Ginoo sa mga Gentiles sama nato nga dili Israel in blood. Diri na masaysay sa verse 13 down. Padayon ta sunod nga semana mga kaigsunan. Kung kamo naminaw karon sa ako, part 108 na ni, ayaw gid ninyo isipyat ang part 109 next week. Kay makita na ninyo ang hublas nga light kung unsa kabutan sa Ginoo nga kita nga mga Gentiles nga dili chosen people, nga dili Israelites in blood, kita giulanan sa panalangin tungod sa light sa plano sa kaluwasan nga dapat nato ialinggatan, dapat nato tun-an, dapat nato estudyan, dapat nato dawaton, dapat nato ikonsiderar, dapat nato nga aksipon. Ako i-interpret sunod nga semana ang verse 13 down kay makita nato diri ang tinuod nga pagsaysay ni Paul unsaon niya o unsaon sa mga Gentile nga iya nagi tagaan o propitiation, meaning pabor nga maluwas. Dili lang ang mga chosen people, kung dili ang mga Gentiles likewise equal level to his propitiation or pabor to be saved in the kingdom. Mga kaigsunan, balik ta sunod nga semana. Dayon kita sa utingkay sa kamatuoran nagisulat ni Paul. Mitungod kanato nga mga makasasala. Kaya nakita nato ang iyang katawhan nga iya chosen people nga nagapagahi, nagpabuta-buta o nagpabungol-bungol ang mga hintil diri niya gihatag sa ato giwi bundak niya ang tinuod nga direksyon sa kalipay digto nga langit nun, dili kalipay nga unod nun og kalibutanon nga ginasakom karon sa mga tawo nga iyatan unta gipili apan buta ug bungol ug nahimong trap ug stumbling block kining kamatuoran nga naa sa plano sa kaluwasan, ang light sa plano sa kaluwasan nga wala maintindi sa tibuok kalibutan diri gisaysay ni Paul nga ato i-interpret og tarong aron ato maintindihan. Okay mga kaigsunan, sunod semana balik ta. Ayaw ninyo isipyat ang part 109 next week. Kini karon ang atong isaysay 108 na ni. Part of this law, grace, and covenant through correct interpretation of the plan of salvation. Kining inyong higala si Balritita, ani asa kahanginan, dagang salamat sa inyong pagpaminaw akong mga viewers. Ako kamo ginaampo ug ako kamo gina-appeal sa akong prayer nga kamutanan ma-open gyud ang inyong kasing-kasing sa ngalan sa Ginoo ug mawani ang counterfeit ni Satanas sa inyong mga panghuna-una og perception ug mahimo na gyud kamo nga tinuod nga Gentiles equal to Israelites people. Daghang salamat. Bye-bye mga kigsunan.